I can almost guarantee that I have forgot something, but what it might be, I have no idea. So I don't care at this point.
It is what it is.
Yep. I see some, I don't know. Maybe I don't see anything. Maybe it would help if I put glasses on or clean my contacts up or something. But it's Tuesday night. I would, if I knew for a fact we had a verdict coming back tonight here in a little bit, that would be awesome. Where we could like
Oh, I've
talk
got it
about.
loaded up in the background. Trust me.
Okay. So if we get a verdict within the next hour while we're on, we'll really have some news to talk about. But other than that, I guess we're all waiting like a bunch of other folks are. But those are for the folks that are keeping up with the big fun trial here lately. But anyway, it is Tuesday, and y'all did come here for two reasons now. Y'all came to be a part of history for the longest running show in the world, and that smooth transition. So let's take it to the house, folks. What's going on, folks? It is the True Vapor Show number 377. What's going on to y'all? Happy Tuesday. We're down a man tonight. I guess maybe I didn't realize. I think Mike might have left the state, the country, because of the verdict. Or I don't know what's going on, but maybe I've gotten my wires crossed.
I think he's on the jury, actually.
He could be. I would suspect maybe that could be true right there. But anyway, I hope everybody's having a good Tuesday there. So without further ado, let's get this stuff rolling. So Mark has got his coffee ready, and I know he's got a fine buffet sitting over there. So let's do this.
What are we doing?
I thought you were about to bust out a buffet.
You said let's do this. I thought you were going to do something.
No, I mean I could if you like. I can dance, sing, whatever, but I don't know.
21700 Aegis with their goddamn Z-Max tank. We got the lovely, I don't know what the name of this new boxer is. What is it? The small 21700? Why is my camera?
It's the slim 21700.
Focus, bitch. There you go. Oh, fuck, I give up. The slim 21700 with the BTFC. Of course, we got pods and disposables and all that fucking garbage. We got some Stevie Marquez juice, and we got some of the Strawberry the One, which is somewhere on this desk. Oh, there it is, right there. Da, 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 da. That's it. Thank you. Take it away, Mr. Stefan.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I've got RDA for Vaping V2 on whatever mod this is. And there I've got some Venus.
Wanted to.
I've got the Blaze Solo RDA on top of a dual 18650 boxer, because some of us aren't cool enough to have the dual 21700 Slim. Got the Eclipse dual on another box. Oh, wait a second. What is that?
Here we go.
Oh, I guess some of us are cool enough.
Well,
Dreadnought
looky there.
V2 on the brand new Boxer Dual 21700 Slim. And in there, I cannot stop vaping this stuff. Deep Cuts Apple Psycho Cruller. If you haven't tried it, you're missing out.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I've got. Take it away, Vapes.
All right, so I guess I'll be doing some of the same stuff. The little slimmy platinum version of the Boxer 21700, except I'm rolling that raspberry cruller in there. Raspberry's good stuff. I still got a bottle of apple to go, but as always, my little Boxer side by side with the intake MTL for Mr. Mike Vapes. Of course, I'm trying to be cool with Mark, so I keep running this Caliburn X. I'm guessing that, that's supposed to be the top dog. And then
I didn't see that in his buffet.
I didn't see it either, but I guess I will uphold it and keep running with it. And then I did get a new bottle of juice in. It's kind of a big bottle. I don't know, Mark, have you tried this one? Did this company reach out to you? This maybe that's the wrong stuff.
What the hell is that?
That's beard wash. So I'm gonna tell
Mark
you,
barely washes his body. You
yeah.
think he washes his beard?
If y'all haven't tried some of that right there, that is the best stuff for your beard right there. If you like to get like a little soapy action going on and that shit. But anyway, little plug there. And then, yeah, got a few other little things laying around here that I'm sure I'll be picking up from time to time. But other than that, I swear to God, we are day 14 of this trial, and I have watched every single day, regardless of what it takes to either hear it or see it. I'm getting the fool's day every day. Even if I have to come home and sit in front of my computer till late at night catching up with this shit, I'm doing whatever it is I have to do. So this is by far the craziest trial I have ever seen. And today we did closing arguments. I kind of wish the state would have brought the heat a little bit more than what they did. But his closing argument had to be the worst closing argument that you could ever hear in your life. And Mark's over there still listening. Mark, have we got something going on? Because you're deep into something else right now. I can't even hear you, so.
I'm sorry. I seen the judge pop back on the screen, and I'm like, they didn't come to a verdict yet. Apparently, there's a subreddit forum called Justice for Daryl, and someone on that subreddit is claiming to be one of the jurors. So now,
shit!
the judge found out about this, and now they're investigating. The police are investigating this to see if that really is one of the jurors in that forum on that post.
Holy shit! You realize how this is going to change everything?
Oh my god, dude! This fucking guy, just throw him in prison already. Jesus.
I think we need a whole new trial.
Yep, that's exactly what's gonna fucking happen. I bet. Watch.
This is what he's been wanting. He's been wanting them to call a mistrial forever and doing everything he can to get it. But
I can't watch this again. There's no way.
I won't. There's no way. I can't listen to all his bullshit again. But holy
The sequel
crap.
is never as good as the original.
So I hope everybody out there is doing good. I see K-Tech has finally paid the internet this month, so he's out there in chat. Good old Bill Bottoms. We all love Bill's Bottom. So what's going on with you? The Vape Warriors in. Jason. I see Ginger out there. Ginger's kind of like pushing out to everybody. Hey, check out my slim soldering machine that I got going on there. But dude, it's sad. I haven't kept up with anything else but this, but go ahead.
Really sad.
What do you think about it there? Stefan, you're somebody new with it now.
Yeah, I wasn't cool enough to get the first batch. I'm only a what is it, host?
You're kind of like a silent partner in all this.
That's what it feels like. Don't get any of the cool stuff. I don't get paid. I actually have to pay to be on the show, which
Damn, I wish that was the case, but
I need to renegotiate my contract. But no, I got it in a couple days ago, and I'm fucking loving it. It's
Sweet.
great. I mean, it definitely makes a big difference between the original.
oh yeah.
As far as like hand feel.
See, for somebody that's been using the 18650 Classic for what seems like forever now, once I got my hands on this one and realized it only feels like it's just a hair bit bigger and maybe just the slightest bit heavier, it wasn't noticeable enough for me to go like, man, I really don't know which device I'm holding, which is good because the 18650 has been perfect for me because I love how small it is.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a good one. Living Hands, look at this man. His 26 months. He's coming in and he says, boom, boom, shaka, laka, boom.
Shaka laka boom, shaka laka boom.
Okay, well then prison would help many. So you are correct. It's definitely going to help this man out because I don't care what happens. This man's going away for the rest of his life. The only sad thing about this is, and I've heard it through multiple people, it's too bad that Wisconsin doesn't have the death penalty because that's exactly where he would be if that was the case. Even though he would sit there for probably 20, 30 years before they do anything, But at least the process would be somewhat rolling. So he's probably going to be. I was just talking to my wife about this a minute ago. I'm wondering when because he's been in jail the whole time. He hasn't been sent to prison yet. I'm wondering if he's going to be a star when he gets in prison, or if he's going to be on that most hated list of where folks are wanting to beat that ass. I'm wondering what his status is going to be when he shows up.
Thinking that same thing the other day. Like, what are they going to love him because of what he did to the judge and the court system, or are they going to hate him because he killed a kid?
Yeah, so I'm curious to see how that turnout's going to be. I'm wondering when he finally does make his little new home in prison, if he's allowed to be around other people. Are we going to hear, like, within a couple of weeks, a news report that kind of like with Dahmer, even though we know Dahmer was in a lot longer, and somebody took him out. I'm wondering if somebody's going to take this dude out ultimately, but I don't know.
Man, I can't believe this.
Speaking of current news, I just want to read a headline.
Okay.
And then I don't think we can say anything about it, but I just want to get y'all's reaction.
Well, just be careful. Be careful. But hold on, let me do this one real quick. Michael Blim, thank you so much for that very kind donation there. He says, "Hey, Mark, you miss me yet? Excuse me, ST, hello, sir."
Nice.
I haven't seen Blim around in a while. Where's he been?
He's been watching. Don't worry. He's been watching.
Okay. All right. Well, take it away, Garlington. Let's hear this.
Okay. So, again, I don't think we can say much about it, but I just want to get the reaction. And this can't get any trouble because I'm just reading a headline from the Daily Mail. Okay.
Are we sure there's nothing going to be?
No.
Okay.
It's nothing like C or nothing like that.
Okay.
I just, again, don't say anything. Just want to see the reaction. Channel 4 faces furious backlash after transgender comedian strips naked live on air and plays keyboard with her penis.
Oh, who was it again?
It was I don't know the name, but Channel 4 is like a public broadcast in the UK, and they had some type of deal, like a talent show or something, or sing a show or something.
Yeah, what's his name did that? The Ukraine president.
What?
The Ukraine, whatever the fuck his name is, I forgot the guy that's the guy that's in the war right now. He was on a talent show a while back, and he played piano with his penis on the talent show.
No, this is different. This wasn't his penis. This was her penis.
Oh, wow, that's kind of strange, but kind of weird that it's the same thing. That's strange.
See, I'm completely lost now because
I don't think the UK or the Ukraine president.
He did.
I just don't feel like that's true.
In the video. They don't show his actual penis, but what he's telling people he's playing it with his penis. He's standing next to another guy, and they're like pretending to play with their penis, which I highly doubt they are. But
first of all, you never pretend to play with your penis. You either play with it or you don't.
Google it. I guarantee you it's right.
Like, what do I don't want to end up on a list. What do I type? Ukraine president?
Something sounds funny about that situation right there, but
I'm Googling it.
It was on Crowder a while ago, like last week, I think. They showed a video of it.
Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky plays the piano with his penis. It is true.
So we've opened the door to some new stuff here. So I don't know.
I heard the story and I was like, "There's no way this is true." And then I Googled it and it's fucking true. And there's video of it.
I don't get it, man. Anything's allowed nowadays, isn't it?
Yep.
It's like all the combination of words that was put into that title for that story. Just would we have seen that like a few years ago posted?
No, dude, you would have seen that 2 years ago. I can't wait for the next one where transgender comedian plays trombone with his pussy. And I can't wait to see how that goes.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm scared to touch any of it too because I'm afraid that it'll go down.
I'm scared to touch any of it too, literally and figuratively.
K-Tech.
I'll get out of this chair, come in chat, and I will slap you. Don't make me come down there, wherever you. I actually he moved. I thought he said right.
I don't. Yeah, he did. I think he moved a state over, trying to start a new life off. I think he did it specifically to get into a better location, maybe for better internet. I don't know. I could be wrong too about that, but there's no telling. But did man, I wish I could bring y'all like a whole lot of just cool little news and facts. But I'm not gonna lie, man. I've been like a little girl watching a soap opera with this damn trial, and it's the only thing that I have stayed tuned to. And I don't want to, well, I don't care if I ramble on about it or not, but I can tell you this one thing. I feel like I am a lawyer now because I've listened to so much stuff. I feel like I know the law perfect now, but at least Wisconsin law. But you know that judge is at the point of being burned out. Do you realize every time she has to give about a 30-minute speech to the jury of why she removed dude? And it's basically the same story that she keeps giving at least 3 to 4 times a day. And every time I hear it, I'm kind of like trying to fast forward through stuff because I know exactly what she's going to say about stuff. It's like, holy crap, man.
And she's always like, I'm going to give you one more chance. And that one more chance is like 300 times. Because she says it over and over again.
Man, it is nuts. But every once in a while, you'll get to hear like some new things going on, or he'll finally discover there's something else, I guess, about being a sovereign citizen that he can try to throw into the mix of things and change things up. But
yeah,
I don't know.
I love watching trials. I watched about 15 minutes of this one, and I was like, I can't fucking do it,
dude.
It's like if a fucking 8-year-old
Oh,
was
yeah.
taken into a courtroom and given a book about sovereign citizens and defend yourself. It's the equivalent. Well, technically, you can't make me do that because the person isn't here. The place is here, and the thing of which I occupy.
Yeah. But I will say this. The patience that judge has is, I mean, I think it's almost beyond her level at this point, but she's keeping it cool. I did watch a thing last night for about, I don't know, 45 minutes. So there's actually this dude that has a channel. He's a lawyer. He doesn't look like a lawyer, but he is a lawyer. And he's got like, I think about 200 something thousand subscribers to his channel. Well, he had a live feed going on doing commentary about yesterday's court appearance. And he was telling everybody about, he would kept pausing the video and saying, you know, Brooks is doing this because of this, and she's saying this because of that. And he put things in light a little bit more, but pretty much just what everybody's thinking. He's trying to do some crazy shit, so she'll lose her shit, and they'll have to call a mistrial out of this.
Yep.
Yeah.
But she's keeping her guns, and she's keeping calm, and she's doing everything by the book and recording everything. And I'll tell you what, I'll give him an A for effort of trying to get a mistrial called in this, but it's not going to happen unless whatever's going on with the jury right now, you know, isn't that going to be some shit if this messes things up?
That judge, she's probably ready to flip shit if
But
they declare a mistrial. But shouldn't they just like send in a different jury?
Well, I was
like
fixing to say they
alternate?
should have some alternatives that in case, I'm guessing that could be replaced out. But since it's so late in the game now, does a juror have to sit through the whole thing to be a part of the decision? Because I don't know that.
Well, the other thing is, like if you remember in the what was the fucking kid's name? Rittenhouse.
Yeah.
In the Rittenhouse trial, when it came time to deliberate or whatever, they only used a certain number of jurors. Remember, they had to like randomly select
True.
from the jury pool. So it may be that they have alternates sitting in the jury.
Could be.
And you know what I'm saying? For something like this. But the only thing I could think of is you could argue that if there was a guy in there that was actively trying to change the course of the trial, then could you say that the jury pool has been like contaminated or whatever, and
Yeah.
you need a new
That's what I
drain.
think they do.
I guess we'll find out here because I know yesterday the judge even advised the jury that they needed to pack a bag for tonight. So what I can't understand about this is for a trial like this, it seems like they would have been sequestered right off the bat. But apparently, from what I keep understanding, these folks are allowed to go home after the day's done with. It sounds like.
Yeah, but when they deliberate, they got to stay overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But technically, in a big trial like this, I'm surprised they didn't get sequestered right off the bat for the whole thing. Because if you're telling somebody, all right, now when you leave here and you go home, make sure you don't look at any news or YouTube or get on your phone, look at anything. I mean, who's
Well,
not?
didn't they do the same shit with it? Was it the Rittenhouse or the? I don't think they sequestered him. That jury either.
I don't remember if they did or not on that, but
It was either that one or the Chauvin one, because I remember I watched those two, and I remember at the end of the day, every day the judge would say, and be sure not to watch any news or read anything about the trial. Like,
yeah.
that's weird. Like a big fucking trial like that, yeah, you would think they're sequestered.
Look at this. So I'm going to try to decipher this one real quick. So I see Omar, our good pod friend from Egypt. He just said, ST Vapes, I uploaded 3 best friends playlist. What does that mean?
I uploaded 3 best friends playlists.
I have no idea.
I'm trying to decipher what he's talking about. Oh, okay. Well, Jackie B, I'm guessing I pronounced your name correct, that says they don't sequester juries much anymore, too expensive. That would be my next question. Because they are on day 14, they've literally been there close to 3 weeks now. That would be pretty expensive to put these folks up for 3 weeks and buying meals. And I could see where that could get pretty nasty right there. Look at this, Mr. Living Hints, dropping that California money off in here. Thank you so much for the donation there, sir. He says, somebody pass me a wrench so I can throw it at the dodgeball crew.
I won't ask who the dodgeball crew is, but all right.
I'm kind of feeling like, I'm hoping I'm not I don't know. Is the dodgeball crew bad to be on? I don't know.
It'd be awesome if this is like the shortest deliberation of all time.
Well, right before you came in here and Mark was on there, I said, it'd be so cool if, like, these folks just walked in and then were able to walk right back out and just say guilty. But it is true. I think I heard somewhere a few days ago that they are going to, they have to physically go through all, what is it, 68 charges?
70s, I think.
70. They physically have to go through that paperwork. So there's no way they could just walk back there. And since he's got so many charges, I guess they've got to look at everything. But I'm thinking, too, that nobody wants to mess this up because nobody wants to go through this again. So they're probably going to take their time with everything with this to make sure. Oh, man. I wish we could just sit.
The fact that it's like his mom or someone, like he told someone on a prison call, like, go on Reddit and fucking blah, 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 blah. I feel like that's what happened.
I wish tonight, if y'all haven't seen it, I wish we could sit here and do commentary on his closing arguments. Because y'all would be like some steam pissed off folks to see this man basically spoke nothing about the people that were, deceased in this and really basically just talked about himself. So, which I kind of feared was going to happen, but he sure enough did it though.
No, let's be fair. Those people weren't deceased. The people that he murdered.
True. I was trying to
And
be
then
a
didn't
little
say
tactful at my words I was using.
Fuck that. Fuck that. There's been enough word salad in this fucking trial. Dude murdered a bunch of people. And now he's like, yeah, but I've had a hard life.
Yep.
Oh, Omar says, ST, I uploaded a shorts. Are you talking about my shorts or are you talking about Mark's shorts? Mark's got more shorts than what I have.
Not very many. If you're going to learn to be a dodge baller, you have to know the 5 Ds: dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
There you go. Neil has brought this to our attention. So we do have some vaping news to talk about. And when I go looking for vape news and I need it, I go to Mark, because Mark, this is his specialty. So I know Mark's got some great news for us on the lineup this evening.
All out. I am dry as a bone.
Are we like at a standstill with reviews? Are we still kicking them out? I haven't really paid attention here lately to what's been happening. So, because I've been in depth in other places, but are we still getting a little bit to...
They're still kicking out every day, every other day.
All right.
Every other day, every other day.
He just released a phenomenal review of the Aegis 21700 Dual. Did a very good job.
Don't need to compliment me, thank you.
Is that your number one 21700 device this year?
Spoiler alert, ST. It's the best mod of the year.
I mean, how would I ever guess something like that? But
It's the best mod of the year because I think it's the only mod that I had this year. Right before I got the Boxer, of course.
I like how you said it,
and you had the Aegis touchscreen.
Was that this year?
dude, you got to remember now. I mean, we're almost at the end of the year. I'm certain there's had to be a device or two kick out.
Well, I have to go back and maybe double check.
There was the Aegis Touch, which was the best mod of the year. And then now there's the Aegis Dual 21700, which is the best mod of the year. And I believe there will be a new best mod of the year sometime within this week.
Yep.
Are we reviewing the Boxer device?
Yep. I believe I am.
Well, that actually is probably the best mod of the year. So
is that going to scratch out the Aegis, or is it going to be in a tough situation there between the two?
Well, I think I said in the video that it was the best Aegis mod out of all the Aegises.
Okay.
Kind of covered myself.
Fair to say. Fair to say. Oh, man.
You said it was the best mod of the year, and everybody should buy one, and be sure to use your referral code.
I wish I had a...
I will say this, though. I do know for a fact that you did get a soldering tip with yours. Have you actually put it to the test yet?
Not yet. I'm hoping to do that in the video.
Oh, man.
Yep, it's going to be interesting.
That is.
I can't wait to see you solder.
I'm hoping that you get like on a two-way call with Ginger Industries and kind of discuss how to solder with this, opposed to you just, freehanding shit and doing stuff.
I think the best way to do it is just to kind of do it, freehand it, as you say.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the best way, Mark.
Damn, look who's in chat. Signature Tips. Hadn't seen these folks for a while. What's going on? If that's you, Shake, how you doing there, brother? Yeah, that would be interesting right there. It'd be nice if you broke apart like a real high dollar piece of equipment you've got in your house to show us your soldering techniques.
What he should do is get a brand new DNA board and then take out one of the old DNA boards in one of his old Boxers and re-solder.
That does sound like a good idea.
That's a great video.
That would be. I would love to watch I would love just to watch everything start melting and start catching on fire and, things just completely torched and damaged over there. But I don't know.
We had that discussion about electric work. He's going to...
That is
All right,
true.
guys, I'm going to try to solder my electrical outlet.
Yep. Oh, later, Mr. Blim, I see you're rolling out a red band. That was quick. You just came in and left. Don't want to hang around anything. I'm doing very well, thanks. Well, good deal. Yeah, I hadn't, what did we see from Signature Tips that Mike had? They're doing some wallets, right? Isn't he hooked up with, I think I'm right on that one, I think. If you're still watching, didn't you start doing some wallets now? Or am I completely off the reservation on that one?
Are they like leather wallets or are they like the hard?
I think I think so. I think. Man, it's getting bad, man, about trying to remember shit nowadays. I'm just not the best at it, but what was that? Oh yeah, he can fix his faucet leak with it. Yes, he could. Yes, he could. I think he's just giving up right now. He's gone to eat, so he's done with the show.
He went
So
upstairs to watch the trial.
yeah, he did. Something must have happened, so he's just walked off now. Slim leather wallets. Was that what it was, Jason? I can't remember that shit that well. I think it is because we were talking about wallets after that a bit.
Oh shit!
Oh damn, we got a little earthquake action going off in there.
I just lost my camera.
But yeah, there's not really I still haven't heard if what is it? Wasn't Grim under attack with his channel?
Yeah,
I haven't heard
kept
if
up with that at
anything
all.
played out on it. I don't know if anybody's kept up or heard about that, or is there any new news? I haven't seen anything come across.
Let's see. Let's check the official news source, Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he did, Cheech. Yes, he did. Mark is the real Slim Shady. I would have to disagree with you on that one, Mr. Warrior. Is the channel still there?
He hasn't tweeted anything lately. Let's see if that channel still exists. It's still up, but nothing new. Last upload 13 days ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well. MacMod guy says he did a stream this morning. I think he's sticking to lives on Twitch. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, sticking to lives, is he, I mean, he's still going to try to put regular videos up on that channel?
Who, Grim Green?
Yeah, well, I hadn't heard anything lately, and I was wondering if they, but Garlington just looked. He said he hadn't put a video up in, 13 days?
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm assuming he can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So,
But I thought they were under a decision what they were going to do with it, but apparently it's either still under decision. I mean, if the channel's still there, they didn't pull the channel, obviously, but
Unless he's on his second strike where 30 days he can't do shit for like a month.
yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, started my boy up. He has a very good hand with leathercraft. Only 14 years old, 100% handmade. I'm sorry, had to plug him. Support the next. I don't know, dude. You can plug off in there. Yeah, Mike was showing us one here a while back. It looked pretty cool.
that's badass. 14 years old and already starting to.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's always. If you're good at the leather works, that's like something that just never goes away, regardless of whatever trend there is out there. Leather is always, it's just something always wanted by somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Cherokee said the channel is there. Yeah, I guess I hadn't made like a final ruling to that yet. I was kind of curious because I don't think I've known anybody yet to be sitting, at least from the knowledge we had here a while back, to be sitting on a third strike and they're debating whether or not what they're going to do. I don't think I've ever heard that situation.
Yeah. I feel like he's got his second strike and he can't do shit for 30 days. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. Look at Troy V coming in, bringing in that freebie. He says, free perk. At least ST will read it. Carry on. Well, of course I'll read it. I'm guessing that Mark never reads your shit over there. That's why you should cancel the membership over there and just keep it full time over here, which you've been here for 12 months. So I see you doing pretty good.
If anything, cancel your membership to Fagan, create a second account, and get a second membership for ST, and then you'll get 2 free perks that'll both be read.
Yep. We'll definitely read them over here. Oh, Daryl Brooks is in chat. Thank you to stop what you were doing and join us. I'm kind of surprised we've gone this long without seeing him in chat yet, as much as we've talked about this, man.
I wouldn't say that I'm a big fan of you. I kind of hate your guts. I'm just a big fan of the trial because You
Yes.
irritate the shit out of me.
Isn't it weird how bad things can irritate you that makes you even want to watch it more, where you would think that you would just want to turn your head and walk away from it, that it just keeps you.
I don't get that. I never understood that.
I don't either. It's like you want to hate something, and that's the hate's there. You keep wanting to hate that shit, and I guess you just keep watching it. I don't know.
Like, there's a few non-vape YouTubers that I watch that I can't fucking stand. Like, I want to pop their head off, but I still watch their videos. And all I do is just complain about them in the video, but I still watch it. I don't understand that.
Yeah, it happens. It definitely happens. I think my curiosity is, of course, I want to see what happens with this, just because this is like one of those rare trials that you'll ever see. Somebody that 100% is guilty, and they chose to represent themselves. Because I was hoping that they'd skip the whole trial. I just want to see what his closing argument could be. How are you going to try to convince a jury that you're not guilty of something that you're clearly guilty of? And by watching his closing today, I realized he's just as dumb as what he's been through the whole trial. So I don't know.
I just feel bad for the families like that he killed, because this trial has turned into a joke pretty much. It's like
It has.
And if I lost someone due to this fucking idiot, I'd go in that courtroom and I'd hop that fucking railing and stab his ass.
Be careful. Be careful. So,
With love.
Yeah, stab him with kindness.
I did see, I'm going to have a brain fart and forget real quick. And I just did. I forgot what I was going to say. So I guess it wasn't that important.
Sitting behind him today, I noticed, and they look like, the one guy looks like he was ready to jump and like do something.
I did notice that too. I noticed that there is a black gentleman in there with dreads. He's in there almost every day sitting in the same spot. I'm wondering if that's somebody that's kind of for him, or if that's one of the people that just can't stand him and they just happen to catch him on, because they don't really show too much of the people watching this. But
Yep.
and I was really wondering, what do you think would happen in a situation like this? Do you realize when they were messing with the cameras today, it seemed like they almost could have possibly screwed up and showed the jury?
Yeah, I remember that part. I don't think they did though, but
They didn't, but it looks like they almost messed up and did that. And they know that this is being streamed live in a few different places right now. So I don't know.
I wonder if it's like, is it one set of cameras and different networks get to stream those cameras, or do they have their own cameras in there? Because there's a bunch of different channels that stream different, like the same stream, different channels.
But it seems like Law and Crime has the rights to it, because it seems like people look at their stream the most.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that works out, but I don't know, man. It's crazy stuff. Definitely crazy.
Curious Life of Mark's Unimpressive PP.
Damn, that's a hell of a one. I can't see what the picture is, but it's, is that a relative or something possibly?
I don't think I know that guy.
All I know is that would have been, if you were trying to start up a YouTube channel, that would have been the way to do it. Go to that trial and start live streaming.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Definitely.
obviously not encouraging anyone to do that. You'll probably get thrown in jail. But it would have been a great thing to do.
Yeah.
Why does Mark keep cutting off? Who am I cutting off?
Yeah, Puff Daddy. I don't even know who he's cutting off on this one, but
There is good news to report that ST kind of didn't tell you guys. The new iOS, or the new operating system for Mac, allows you to use your iPhone as a web camera.
yep.
That's exciting. I can't wait to install that.
What is Misfit Steve talking about? Blim is an idiot. He dropped 50 on ST. Why is he an idiot? If you don't like me, I get it. I get it. Not everybody likes me.
Unless Misfit Steve thinks that just dropping 50 on any YouTuber in general is stupid. It's
It's
kind
all
of show
good.
appreciation and support people.
It's all good. It's all good. Yeah. So I just kind of messed with this last night because I just did the update on mine and it works pretty flawless. But I think I am like next week going to try this out for the hell of it to run this to see how this works out.
It looked good.
It's I know nobody wants to hear shit about Apple or a Mac or anything like that, but man, they've made these two things flawless now where you're using your iPhone as a webcam and it is so damn clear and looks so damn good that everybody's going to run out and buy a Mac now. Watch, I'm about to hear the shit come through.
It's perfect for people who have a shitty webcam but have an iPhone and they can
Oh,
just
yeah.
webcam and
Definitely.
So-
Do we have another Daryl Brooks in the house now? That looks like a different picture to that one.
as either a new one or what is that a picture of? Oh, that's me sucking on a what the fuck am I sucking? Oh, is that a dildo?
Oh, I can't. Well, I can't see it because I don't have mine blown up that high, so there's no telling to that.
What the fuck? Where you find these photos at?
Oh man, Puff Donnie says my girl just got me an Apple Watch, and you're crying. I mean, is that like tears of enjoyment or like, oh my god, I can't believe I just got this?
Thank you, Cheech. I appreciate that.
Oh man.
Dude, if your girl just bought you an Apple Watch, like those new Apple Watches are like $600. They're fucking expensive.
Well, if you do the Ultras, like the Ultra, excuse me, like our good buddy Ginger's got, I think he bought like a whole case of them. I think he was giving away with some of the boxers that were being sold. So if you bought a soldering device, you might get an $800 watch with it. I don't know if that deal's still going or not, but
Yeah, I got one with my package. Yeah.
oh, sweet.
Brand new.
Look at Chris Matt. He says, I just got a MacBook Pro. Look at that shit.
Oh,
I know.
perfect. There you go, Chris.
I see where Chris is spending that money at right there. Mark, you were just about to do you a little damage control there the other day, wasn't you?
Yep, I didn't do it yet though.
It's coming.
When you pick up that new little Mac Studio, the price doesn't justify the weight. Like it feels like the weight of a shoebox.
Well, I don't even think like in my opinion, I don't even know if it's that. I think it's, you look at the price tag and you see this little square box where you feel like you should see this huge setup for that price. But then if you realize what that little box does, then it's kind of like, holy shit. But still, I get what you're saying though.
But I was in their store yesterday and they got like, the display up there and they got Final Cut Pro and they got like a video. They had like an HDR 4K video and I like copy and pasted it was like a 2-minute clip. I copied and pasted it to make it like 60 minutes long and it was like a 300 gigabyte video and it encoded it in like just a couple minutes. I'm like, holy shit, these things they're unbelievably fast. I don't even know how that's possible for this little box to be faster than.
Yeah,
it's crazy how fast they are.
It is pretty nuts how that shit works.
That's because Apple has like the best strategy ever for inventing stuff, dude. They literally lock a bunch of 14-year-olds in a house or a building, and they just some guy walks around and goes, I want a little box that encodes video way faster than anything else on the market. Get on it. And then he walks out.
And then on top of that, as it's doing the encoding, I click the mouse on every single app on the bottom, and like 13 apps are opening in the foreground while the video's still encoding and nothing's slowing down. I'm like, this is fucking unreal. I was ready to pick my iMac and toss it in the garbage can.
Well, I mean,
but I will never do that.
I mean, what you waiting on?
I don't know. Because I feel like if I buy it, something new is going to come out next week.
Yeah, but even if something new comes out next week, when you buy that, something new's still going to come out a few more weeks to a couple of months down the road. If you keep saying, hey, I'm going to just keep waiting, which, I mean, not like you'll be hurting that you're not doing it because you've got good equipment as it is, but, I mean, you might as well just do it.
Yeah, that's what they all say. Just do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting. I don't know what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for something.
Well, but at a certain point, dude, like, how much more do you need? Like if you're able to
Wow.
encode a 60-minute 4K video in like 3 minutes, if the next one comes out in 3 weeks and they're like, it can encode it in 2.5 minutes.
But hold on, hold on. This is the thing. When you've got like a professional like Mr. Fagan up here that's doing these disposables at the quality they are, he's got to have these high speeds so he can hurry up and get this stuff out
This
on the YouTube.
this motherfucker could upload his videos in 144p. And it would be fine.
Yep, I said get the same amount of views, I think, whether in 144 or 4K.
I don't know, man. I don't know how this.
No, you would lose views if you couldn't see all the details on the disposable, dude. Like, you got to be able to see.
Gotta see those details.
That's right.
Now I did
I'm
notice.
waiting for the 8K.
I noticed this when you held up the boxer there, Garlington. You're still running that atomizer that I almost did a while back that I just decided not to do because, just to be honest, I've got so many atomizers. It's kind of like, why am I about to put another one in the rotation when I've got all these other ones sitting around? It just doesn't make it. It's almost like buying, because the only reason I was going to use it for is for the Horizon Tech coils. So I'm like, why am I about to spend all this money on this high dollar atomizer just to run it as a sub-ohm tank?
It's great. It's all I fucking use at the house anymore.
At the
Like, and
house. At the house.
yeah,
So what do
'cause,
you
like-
use when you leave the house?
Well, it depends. Like if I'm going to work, if I'm working in the field, I usually take something that's like a small all-in-one or something, because I don't feel like carrying a huge, I'm not gonna blow massive fucking clouds in a work truck or some shit.
So what are you taking, like a billet box or something to work with you?
Something like that, or I'll take a like the Geek Vape, the what is it called? The Geek Vape Aegis, little
The
all in
Boost?
one. Yeah, the Boost, but it's like this Boost 2 or whatever, the newest one they came out with.
I don't have a clue.
I use
but
that a bunch. Because especially like if I'm working outside and it's raining and shit and I'm worried about it getting wet or whatever. But yeah, like a little all in one. And then if I'm in the office or something, I usually take like a Caliburn or something like that. But at the house, this is like 90% of what I use. I use it every day. But again, I had like a shitload of Falcon coils just chilling, not doing anything.
I would,
And when you add the honeycomb airflow, it smooths it out so much, and the flavor on the Falcon coils, I think, is as good, if not better, than any other coils like currently.
and I won't dispute you on that, and I won't dispute how much I enjoy like a honeycomb airflow over just like a regular slotted type one, because it really does smooth things out. But I don't know, man. When you got all these atomizers sitting around, it's kind of, I still fall back to the point, why am I about to add another one to the damn bunch?
I think
This
if
is
you
like
got a bunch of extra coils, it probably makes sense.
True.
it does, yeah, 100%. Like if you have Falcon coils laying around, get a Dreadnought V2. If you don't, like in my opinion, is it worth getting it and then getting Falcon coils? Yeah, but a lot of people aren't going to be willing to do that. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, if you have Falcon coils laying around, dude, pick one up for sure.
Well, that was the thing. I was going to have to find coils also, because I think I've only got maybe one or two in a box. So I was definitely going to have to pick some up. But I don't know. It just kind of falls back into that thing to where, because I was having to piece everything together. Because in order to make the coil work, you got to buy the little extension piece. So, you add it all.
You don't have to have the extension piece to make the coil work.
Well, what is that little kit? Yeah, you have to have a tunnel of. Well, you're the one that told
extension
me.
piece, no, the extension piece just adds your capacity.
Oh, I assume that.
No, you can
Yeah,
use
but
the
still,
regular
even
kit.
the capacity's shitty if you don't have that.
I think the capacity regular is like 4 or 5 mils, because it's a bubble glass.
I got you. Well,
I think with like the extra, it's probably like 7.
well, still, the fact of the matter is, it's not that expensive. So why not just go ahead and do it? But then you start piecing it all together. You're easily $100 real quick to give you a good little supply of coils, the atomizer, the extension, all that shit. And it's kind of like, I've
It's
really
one of those things where if you can find it for a deal,
true.
then it's probably definitely worth it. Like if you wait until like they're running some type of fucking sale or some shit, and there's a coupon code, and 20% off or 15% off site wide or whatever, then you can do that whole little $100, and you're getting it for like 80, 85 or whatever. And then
Yeah.
I mean, it depends. But like the tank, I think is 45, $50. The extension piece is probably another 10. And then you're looking at coils running at about $10 a pack.
All right, let's do this real quick. We're going to do a quick roll call. You don't have to say who you are or say hi or anything like that, but we got over 100 people watching. I want to see everybody get in chat right now. I don't want you to tell me your device, but tell me what atomizer y'all are running right now as y'all are watching this, because I would assume everybody that's watching this show vapes. I want to see the different kind of atomizers folks are using right now.
Are we okay to show that Ginger's new RTA or no?
I think he wanted us to wait, but if you won't, go ahead and show it off, because we never do what people ask us to do. So
I wasn't sure because I know he sent the mod. He said I could show the mod, but he didn't mention I could show the atomizer.
well, he is in chat, so I mean, you could probably ask him. He'd give you the thumbs up or down on it.
I'll be honest, the RTA is badass, but I was surprised when we started 3D printing the fucking juice. Like
That
I
was
really can't
something
wait for
that
that
was
to hit the
groundbreaking
market.
right there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
3D printed juice.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, that's gonna change the market.
Let's see what folks have got going on out here.
I can't show the RTA unless Ginger.
Damn, somebody's rolling a Marlboro menthol.
Nice.
That's
The IPv3 Li. That's one of my favorite mods.
dude. I've still got that mod sitting somewhere. Damn, we got some old stuff in here too.
An OG goon. That's
Yeah, Sakers, recurve, drop.
With a drop, another good one.
Drop was
Drop
a good
dead.
one. I haven't used the drop. The drop dead to me, out of all of them, was my favorite.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I really did like that one.
Yeah.
Jason's using a disposable. Well, I mean, you love Mark so much, you were going to do whatever Mark does, and that's all Mark does is disposable shit. So,
Yeah.
damn, somebody broke out a Kanger Tech.
Jesus.
You really going old school there. The Druga VT. I forgot all about the Druga. Eclipse, Cuban Havana cigars. There you go. Very good, Cherokee.
A BTFC. Remember that piece of shit?
Checks in the mail.
The Creed. Damn, that's an old one right there.
Oh, speaking of Creed, they were making a new Creed movie.
Oh shit.
Creed 3.
Speaking of that, did y'all see that they are about to release A Christmas Story Part 2?
Yep. Can't wait for that.
But I believe it's only on HBO from what I'm seeing. I seen it on Facebook the other day, like a quick little posted in a trailer. But the only thing you see, it looks like Ralphie's mouth or something like that. You don't really, or his kind of his face.
Yep.
But you don't really see anything else. But I seen that dude. I know I can't be the only one that watches that on like the 24-hour special at least 3 times, during the Christmas holiday right there when it's going.
I watch it all the time. I don't necessarily watch it that many times, but at least I do. I watch it at least once.
How many people from the first one, even though I think that movie was made, if I recollection calls, 83 is when that movie was made, I believe. I would assume that most people are still alive from that movie, I'm guessing. I could be wrong. But I'm wondering who all's going to be in this one upcoming. It's supposed to drop, I think, November 16th or 17th, if I've seen that correctly.
Yep. 17th. The original came out in 1983.
Yep.
It's a great Christmas movie. It really is. It's not the best Christmas movie.
Not the best, but...
Yeah, that, of course, is Die Hard, the original.
But hold on. Why is it, though, that particular movie always runs 24 hours back to back to back at Christmas? It's the only movie every Christmas that runs that much. Why is that?
I don't know, but that's probably why I don't think it's the best, because I've seen it so many goddamn times.
But imagine those fucking kids. They're probably set for life just off one movie.
Yeah.
They'll make money off that fucking thing, I bet.
Hell yeah. I mean, that has to be. It's got to be the best movie. It's got to be.
I mean, that's like saying, like, if Jingle Bells isn't one of the best songs, why does it play for 3 months straight towards Christmas? It's like, well, because that's what they do.
Hold on. So let's go back even a little further to like, this is going to be out of Garlington's time frame, but it will be in Mark's time frame. And I'm certain the people that are watching this, Santos, what's going on, brother? I see you out there. Everybody stop for a second. Make sure y'all shout out the #1 celebrity on YouTube, Mr. Fogging Out with the Batman there.
What up, Batman?
Oh, where's Marvin at? Is this like the second week he hadn't been here?
He was here, I think, last week, but he was late, wasn't he? Or
I think he's starting to lose his shit, man. I think it's getting cold up north, so there's no telling what the hell's going on up there. But, all right. Oh yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good remembering this shit. How many people in here used to watch all the little weird animated Christmas shit that used to be like the 30-minute little CBS specials?
Charlie Brown was the only one I really watched. That one and the Rudolph one, I think.
Yeah, that was kind of like, it was like a weird type animation looking shit, whatever it was.
Nose would light up and shit.
Yeah, dude, when we were like little kids, that was the one thing we always looked forward to, watching that shit. Even though if you look at it now, you'd ready to put a knife to your throat, but you know, back then it used to be the shit. But
Wasn't there the Jack
Claymation,
Frost
there
one,
you
too?
go. There you go.
Is that like the Rudolph, and then they had like the Jack Frost one? And all
Yeah,
that shit?
yeah.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Well, I mean, I know it's a little bit past your era of things, but you know,
A Christmas Story is past my era. Is 83. I wasn't even a thought yet.
Wow, you are young. Holy
he is
fuck.
a youngster. We like bringing some youngsters on this show, so
Yeah, Mark really likes bringing some youngsters on this show.
yes, he does. Speaking of that, we fall back to the trial here. Did we realize that Daryl Brooks was a sex offender and got a statutory rape charge on him? I just thought I'd throw that out there with everything else going on.
And that's just like an honorable mention on the list of charges.
Yes, it is. But Chris Matty says, I was born in 83. Well, there you go. You were born in a good year then for that particular movie. So
Before we move from my topic of love, entertainment, movies,
yes.
if you've got HBO and you liked Game of Thrones, watch House of the Dragon. It's fucking great.
I keep hearing about that House of the Dragon.
It is so good. Game of Thrones was great up until the last couple seasons where it went total dog shit. This show is fucking great.
Now,
Real quick, would you have to watch Game of Thrones to understand this show?
No.
Or? Oh, okay.
It's set like 200 years before Game of Thrones.
Okay.
So they'll talk about things like, if you've seen Game of Thrones, it adds to it because they'll talk about like the House Stark or whatever. And that's something that if you've watched Game of Thrones, you'll know about, but you don't have to know about it to watch the show and understand what's going on.
well, see, then you just cleared something up, because when you said House of Dragons, I was thinking, is this like a kung fu type show, or you know, I didn't know. So, but
It's like fantasy, but it's got like a lot of like building up, like it's got some like political stuff to it that it builds up, and like, because the whole idea is like there's a precipice of like a huge war, and so it's a lot of like the building up of all the shit that happens that leads to that.
okay,
And like, that's not a spoiler. That's like, you can tell pretty much immediately that's what it's going to. And so it kind of starts out kind of slow, but then it's also got like some crazy fucking shit in it, like people getting fucking limbs hacked off and shit. People
Is
getting
there a lot of nudity like Game of Thrones or no?
There's not nearly as much. There's some.
oh well, then Mark ain't gonna watch that shit then.
There's still some, and Mark, you really might like it because there's a girl that in the show is supposed to be a 17-year-old girl.
Here we
Right?
go.
Oh my
And
god!
Be careful. Be careful.
Her 38-year-old uncle
Be careful.
and her end up
Yeah,
what is the term the kids use? They start fucking.
Dude, I never understood that. Like, why in a movie can someone that's portraying to be under 18 be nude and it's completely okay, even though in real life they're not obviously under 18? Like, why is that an okay thing to do? I never understood
It's
that.
the same reason why those videos you watch on that other hub where they're like, "Help me, step bro, I'm stuck." That's not really her stepbrother, bro. That's not really how that works.
Blowing my dad and his friend. Oh my god.
Oh man.
I've talked about this before. You remember when porn used to be normal, or it was like
Yep.
dude or girl have sex, where now it's like you can't find anything that's not like some type of weird incestuous something.
It's I guess they're trying to keep up with the times of everything changing and stuff. And Simpson just says RDA for vaping, so he was trying to think of what he was vaping and just thought about it right now. So
That's a good one. ERDA for vaping.
it is. But apparently Garlington believes that the version 2 is better than the version 1, and I'm gonna trust him on this one, even though I don't use it anymore. But
I like it quite a bit.
I honestly, I mean, not that I doubted I would be, but I'm still rocking this RTA, man. I kind of figured, I would get to a point where I would be tired of re-wicking and just want to go back to a sub-ohm tank to keep swapping coils out. But I've really been enjoying this, so I'm kind of shocked a little bit. But
Yeah,
I don't believe-
killed it with that.
I don't believe there's an update, Douglas, on Grim. I think someone said he's still going live on Twitch or whatever.
yeah, we
Channel's still locked.
hadn't heard anything, so I am curious to see though what this is going to be about. I hope they just didn't put a bunch of stupid shit together to make this new Christmas movie. I mean, I hope it's as good. It won't be as good as the first, but hopefully it won't be like some dumbass reunion movie and just, or what, I mean, I don't know.
But what's
There's
stupid?
been so many bad sequels.
Has there? I've never seen Is there another sequel to that?
No, I'm not saying to that movie. I'm saying in general. Like
In
lately,
general,
there have been so many
sequels.
shitty sequels.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing that worries me is that it took this long to do like a sequel, and the fact that it's only on HBO is a little scary. Like, why is it?
That's what I'm getting. So yeah, I'm kind of wondering, man, is this going to be any good or not? But
This might be a cash grab.
it could be. But why did we wait from 83 up to 22 to finally do this?
Yep.
I mean, has somebody been just begging, hey, we got to have some kind of sequel to this. We got to do something. What could it be? But
One's broke. That's what it
That's
is.
exactly what it is. It's that HBO is losing money hand over fucking fist, and they're trying everything they can to make a little bit.
That too.
yeah,
So you've got an IP that is profitable or has the potential to be profitable. Yeah, they're gonna make a fucking sequel for it.
Mark, can you do this real quick while we're going, since we've done this in the past? I forget what Ralphie's real name is, but could you find what that is and then do a net worth on him? Let's see what kind of money he's got right now, and let's see if he's broke as hell, and this is the reason why it's coming in 22 now.
Alrighty.
I always check net worth on people just out of curiosity to see where they're standing with some of this stuff, and sometimes you can tell that net worth is why moves are being made. So
I believe this is him.
I'm going to guess, before you even say it, I'm going to put my guess that his net worth, I'm just going to say 18 million. What do you say, Garlington?
I'm gonna say I don't think he invested that well because he was rich as a kid. Probably like 10.
His net worth is 12 million.
Oh, damn, Garlington got it closer than what I did. Isn't that kind of sad, though? Don't you
Yeah.
think for a movie that is as popular as that? And think of all the things that probably have sparked off of that and probably still make money. Isn't that particular house somewhere, isn't it like an attraction?
Yep. It is.
So
Well, you got to think it was made in '83, so he probably got paid about $12.
Yeah.
yeah, he probably didn't get jack shit for it then. So
Yeah.
He's a millionaire off just one movie. I mean, that's
true.
kind of a good. I don't know. I mean, yeah, you would think he would have a little bit more, but who knows?
And then two, it's been such a long time, we don't know what he's been doing with his money, but I don't know. We'll find out. Chris Matty said, and was in the Spider-Man movie as well as a part of the Mysterios crew. Was he? I thought the only movie he ever did was Christmas Story.
He declines to say how much he makes in royalties off the Christmas Story.
Yeah, but it seems like a lot of that's public.
As you're going to be disappointed, it's basically about $1,800 every 2 years, and it comes in Canadian money because we shot in Canada. That was in Canada? No.
I thought that the house was like in Hammond. Or was it
And a
Ohio?
lot of other shit.
Damn. Okay. Well, if that's how much he makes every 2 years, that is pretty sad.
I think the story was set to be in Hammond, Indiana, but I believe they might have filmed it in Ohio, if I remember correctly.
I don't know what this is.
He's
Oh,
been in a lot of shit, but it's always like secondary roles.
Yeah, you wouldn't even recognize him and shit now.
The answer to the question is the movie was actually filmed in Cleveland, Ohio, and Toronto, Ontario. The house from the movie is located just outside of downtown Cleveland, and the Higbee Building still stands in downtown Cleveland. The Christmas tree shopping scene and many others are shot inside of the house, were filmed in Canada.
Ah, okay.
That's a weird, jump.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we'll have to. I know that I'm going to watch it because I'll watch it the night it comes out because I'm just curious to see it. And then we can break this down for you. Ginger wants to know, he says, when does the new Jason Bateman Netflix movie come out? It's supposed to be a better Christmas movie than Die Hard. What?
There's no shot.
What Christmas movie is coming out with Jason Bateman in it?
I don't know. I'm looking.
Well, Jason Bateman's the dude from Ozark.
Yeah.
So I mean, it very well could be a good one because he's cool as hell in Ozark. So I don't know.
Yeah, but better than Die Hard? Come on.
You know what they should have did with Die Hard though, and I know I'm probably gonna get some hate here. Die Hard is the one that they should have left alone. They should have made the first one and then been done with it. Because when they kept on doing it and doing them, they just started kind of going off the. Now, my opinion, I see Garlington over there all pissed off because Bruce Willis is his idol. But
You tell me you didn't like Die Hard too?
wasn't that where like they took over the airport and came in? It kind of was. I don't know.
Die Hard 2 is good. Die Hard 3 is kind of trash, but it's still pretty funny because it's got Samuel L. Jackson in it.
Some of the parts is good to that one, but still, it kind of just, it's like, again, I'll get hate on this. It's like the Rambo movies. They
I
should
think
have.
they were good. but not-
XT!
They should have did the first Rambo and then just left it alone. When they started sending him back to do all this and that, let me say this. I'll be a little bit split on this. The first Rambo made back in what? Late 70s, early 80s. I can't remember which one it was. That by far was the best one because that is the best one to me.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, but
when he remade it and did it, that was also
That was the second best one.
Yeah.
that was definitely a cool one. But when he did that very last one,
Oh yeah, no.
Trash.
it was I've watched it. I've watched it multiple times, but I couldn't get into it.
I think the only movie that I can think off the top of my head that's been good, every single one, is the Rockies. Maybe not every single one, but most of the Rockies.
I will agree. I did like the Rocky ones. But
Except for the one
understandably,
with Tommy.
yeah, that's kind of like when shit was fading out. I like that because it was a sequel after a sequel. I mean, it was because he kept boxing. And, they were, to me, made out pretty good. But, yeah, the freaking... And I can't tell you how many times I've watched the second Rambo. The third one absolutely sucked to me when they were in Russia or wherever like that. That to me was just a horrible one. But
That was what, Rocky 4 with Drago?
no.
Rambo or Rocky?
Rambo.
Oh, I was about to say, you thought Drago sucks?
No. Actually, the one with Drago, that was one of my favorite ones, actually.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. They do a boxing match and then they defeat communism.
Hold on. So we just got, since Mark's not keeping us up to, no verdict tonight. She's letting the jury go right now. Well, son of a bitch.
I'm looking at it, but I don't got the audio on because I don't want to.
Well, dadgummit. I guess we're going. I figured it was probably going to go into tomorrow before we'd hear a verdict out of it.
It's hard. It's possible to keep up with chat and that fucking.
Oh, I know that shit zoomed by. I tried to say one or two things, just trying to be funny in it one day, and it's like it ain't even being funny because you can't see it.
The only way you're going to get noticed if you donate a decent amount of money.
Yeah. Christopher said all 4 Lethal Weapon movies were good.
I was never a Lethal Weapon fan for some reason. I don't know why. Just not a big fan of them.
I definitely liked the first one, and there was maybe one other one I liked. I don't know if I liked every one of them, though.
I don't like what's his name, the white dude, whatever his name is.
Mel Gibson?
Mel Gibson. Yeah, I'm not a fan of him.
Living Hints, thank you so much. He's dropping that California money like it's going out of style. He said the first Rambo in Hope, BC, was 30 miles away. Sylvester is a gentleman.
Yeah, I mean, the first one was pretty unique. Did he talk in the I don't think he said anything in the
There wasn't a whole lot said in that. No, there wasn't really just a whole lot said.
I don't remember he has the whole fucking breakdown at the end where he's
But at the
about,
end, pretty much through the movie, though, it's more just like some grunting and killing folks.
Yeah, there's like a little bit of talking. Well, there's because the cop tries to get him to run out of town or whatever, and he talks a little bit. And then the guy Colonel calls him over the radio, and he's like, "They drew first blood and all that shit."
Yeah. Well, it's still
There's some, but it's still minimal.
Very, very minimal. But that was an awesome movie right there.
I think if you're looking at film franchises that have been great, there's only a couple. John Wick so far has been great. John Wick 1 was great. John Wick 2 was great. John Wick 3 was great. And the other one, apart from one, every one of them have gotten better. Mission Impossible.
I never got
Mission Impossible 2 sucks. But Mission Impossible 1 is good. Mission Impossible 3 is really good. And then 4, 5, 6, they're all great.
I've only seen the first 2 Mission Impossibles. And I will say, I did like the first one.
If you've never seen the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, I'm telling you, that's a full day. And they're amazing. The shit that this fucking guy does, like, legitimately, he hangs off a plane as it takes off, and it's legit. Like, this guy's worth $1 billion, and he's hanging off a plane, and it got to the point where they're like, dude, you can't do any more of these stunts. And he was like, oh, okay, cool. So he fired the producer and paid to be the executive producer of the film so that he could do whatever the fuck he wanted to do.
I did see some of the stunts that, he preferred to do that would be like, holy shit, dude, as much money as you have, why would you want to take this risk? But
he broke his fucking ankle jumping from one rooftop to another.
I did see that.
Like, he's fucking nuts. But those movies are great. Apart from the second one.
All right, Mark. Let's throw it your way. All-time greatest movie with sequels to it.
I would have to say Rocky and shit. What other movies? I'm gonna have to just go with Rocky. I think I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure something will pop up, but everything I watch is always like, the first one is always the best. I never watched like like Spider-Man and shit like that. I never watched like the sequels. Maybe I'll watch one, but then I never. Maybe I don't. What about Friday the 13th?
I'm going to tell you this, and any horror movie that is out there, I don't care what it is. Horror movies are like comedies to me because they're always funny because I just don't get scared of shit like that. I get more scared of watching the news than I would ever a horror story.
Oh yeah,
So
agree on that.
they're comical. They're comical to me. So sometimes it's kind of funny to watch the shit, but
That's the thing I never like. A dude walking around in a hockey mask with a machete. Like, how? Why is this scary? I don't understand. I don't get it. I'm assuming like if you were a kid and it came out, yeah. But now,
Yeah.
well, hold on. Lone Wolf just brought up something. Back to the Future. Now, but I'm going to say this again, my opinion. The first Back to the Future was awesome, but I kind of felt like after that, even though I could see where sequels would keep happening, I feel like the first one was the best, and then they should have left it alone. But that's me.
sequels that are better than the original. There's two I can think of right off the bat. Star Wars Episode 5 was better than Episode 4, and the new Top Gun is better than the original Top Gun.
I still gotta watch the new Top Gun. I keep forgetting.
Now, I'm going to disagree because the first Top Gun came out in my kind of era. And I can't tell you how many times I watch that movie, even though there's not really a whole lot of like actual action going on. It's just a badass movie. But I will say, I did enjoy the second one, especially at the theater, just as much. And how they started it off, because it's similar to the very first one. If you're in a movie theater watching it and you got the speakers pumping up, dude, it's badass.
That had to be like a whole nother level of nostalgia for someone that grew
Oh,
up
yeah.
watching the original. And then,
Oh yeah.
I thought the new Top Gun. I literally thought it was better. Again, that came out before my time, the original, but I've seen the original Top Gun.
Yeah.
I thought the new one was I thought it was better.
And look who decides to join us after they just ducked out from us. Mikey Vapes is in chat. Good Lord, son, have you got Christmas shit up already?
It's the goddamn doorbell.
You know what's crazy? You can see this every single year. But dude, literally 2 months ago, I'd walked into Costco. I'm being a little sarcastic, probably a month ago. We haven't even hit Halloween or Thanksgiving, and the store looks like we're at Christmas time because all the Christmas trees are out, all the decorations are out. Is it going to be like summertime next year and Christmas shit will be out for sale already?
It is kind of weird.
It's like every year it gets earlier and earlier with it.
It sure does.
I'm not even in the mood when I see the shit. It's like it's something fake going on with it because we haven't hit these other things yet.
Yeah,
I feel like Christmas, no decorations or anything before December.
Yeah.
December 1st, you can put up your fucking decorations if you want to, if you're a psychopath. But if you want to be normal, wait until like the day before Christmas Eve. And then put your decorations up. And then the day after Christmas, fucking take them down.
That would be nice.
But you can go the other route. You can do like Mark would do. They put some decorations out and leave them up year round. So when it comes Christmas time next year, there's no work involved. You just click the lights on and you're good to go.
I knew a lot of people that used to do that.
I do too.
Your lights in the window, they just leave them there. It wouldn't turn them on.
Hell yeah. Oh,
Like, so
man.
he's away.
I see folks that just don't turn off Christmas lights. I guess they think it's like special house lighting during the off season, but then when it's Christmas time, hey, we'll use them for Christmas lights. So,
Yep.
Well, they got the new ones that can change any color. So on Valentine's Day, they're
True.
red. Halloween, they're orange. Like, they just leave them up.
yep. Hippie says you can get a tree on Thanksgiving. Hell yeah. Dude, you know, Thanksgiving is not that far off, even though we got to get through Halloween first, which is what, this coming Monday, I believe?
Mhm.
I mean, is there any, well, dude, I mean, are you going to go live, walk in your neighborhood for your Monday live show for Halloween?
No, maybe I'll just do it outside. Well, by then, actually, 7 o'clock. They actually have trick or treating hours now. I think it's like from 3 to 6 or something out
Perfect,
here.
perfect time to put something to the test. If you get Ventura on the Mac, you can take your phone outside and it'll pick up everything that's going on perfect, and they'll be able to hear you.
I didn't even think about that. That's another good feature of that.
Yes, you can be in another room and still be live and have a crystal clear connection going on.
That is going to be fun.
Yep.
I gotta definitely.
That's actually pretty cool.
Mike says, I know some vape reviewers that use Christmas lights all year long. I know them too, Mike. They're pretty close to us, aren't they?
I think there's one that has a couple Christmas lights hung above some guitars behind him, possibly. Tries to pass them off as LEDs.
When is the Asian Santa coming out of retirement? Isn't he gonna make an appearance this year?
I think after Thanksgiving, when Angela busts out all the fucking Christmas decorations, oh, I hate that day. The whole house is covered in shit.
Yep, it's coming. How's the dog getting along? Or did you take him back yet?
No, he's getting along. He's hyper as shit. That motherfucker's starting to bark now and just like run. He can go upstairs now, so now he runs all over the fucking place and he barks and all. He's crazy.
Oh, well, let me say this. I can't believe I did it, but I finally did. So, just for shits and giggles, ST Vapes 4. That's what you look for on TikTok now. I finally got my shit up and going.
Oh
There
my
ain't
God.
there ain't a damn video on it, but I got an account now. So as soon as I get like this big following that I know that is going to come, I'm going to start putting up all kind of crazy TikTok videos.
Do some cat videos. There you go.
There you go. It'll be the number one. Are you still like killing it with the dog videos over there?
The views are kind of dropping off. I think they're getting tired of the dog.
Well, fuck, if we're plugging shit, be sure to check out my OnlyFans. Stefan G. You give it a follow.
Cheat says put his Santa coat on, Mark.
Yeah, oh yeah. Angela bought him a Santa outfit, which is
Are you shitting me?
no, I'm not.
Oh my god.
He's got a sweater, he's got a hoodie, a jacket, and now he's got a fucking Christmas outfit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I said the same fucking thing.
Mike says I'm gonna start doing prostate video. Yes, we're gonna have everything going on. Never in my life did I actually feel like I was going to get involved with TikTok, but I'm about to be the next greatest thing on there. So
The editing,
I believe it.
not fun. You could do a lot of shit with the editing.
I have kind of like I messed around just doing something with it and started looking at some of the editing stuff. Of course, I never uploaded, but there is a lot of shit you can do on there. A whole lot of shit you can do on it. But now I see why there's people that do nothing but just sit in one room and play on TikTok all goddamn day long. So
Yep.
You're telling me ST Vapes 1 through 3 was taken?
it didn't allow me to, it just automatically generated my stuff. And I'm like, ST Vapes 4? But I'm like, hey, it's got my logo on there, so you can't miss it. So, oh, shit, man. I don't know anything else. But I do know this. We gave y'all 30 minutes of OT tonight, and that is not like us to do. So, I think this is probably about the time we're going to wrap this shit up. So, Mark, what's on the agenda for Friday? Same old, same old?
Same shit.
Same shit, different day. There you go.
Yep.
All right. Well, I don't know what's going to happen this weekend, but you might be surprised. Or you might not. Hell, I don't know. I would love to be a channel that had like that kind of huge following and we're all sitting around live waiting for the verdict to come.
That'd be fun.
So we could just have a big old time with it when it hits. Because wouldn't it be some shit if the verdict came back that we didn't anticipate?
Dude, that would spark up some shit.
I wonder what kind of shit it would spark up.
Dude, I'm shocked that they have a forum dedicated to him. Like they're
Yeah.
on his side. Like what? Are you serious?
Yeah. It would definitely be some crazy stuff if this doesn't go the way we think it's going to go, which I think we're all in agreement it will, but
Yeah, he's totally innocent.
yeah. Anyway, we're wrapping this shit up. Y'all have a good one, and maybe we will see y'all maybe quicker than what you think, but maybe not. I don't know. But I'm clicking this end button. But first, smooth outro. Y'all have a good one, folks. Do. And look, everybody's just showing up now as we're going off the air, so I can't help that.